What's good, Raider Nation? It's your boy G_Money Raiders, aka Galen, coming to you with another edition of My Take. Today, our Oakland Raiders lose today to the Kansas City Chiefs, 40-33. Great ball game. I'm gonna go say that right now to you, for all those haters out there who, or should I say, no, I'm not gonna say haters, Raider fans who are all blowing this game up, talking about how the Chiefs was gonna blow us up and blow us out. Looking at that Rams and Chiefs game, I'm going to tell y'all something. And this team today, I saw something that really made me feel like this team is going to turn around. There's going to be some turnaround coming in this team. This team did not quit today. Albeit they did have the 3 fumbles by the running backs in today's game, which we'll get into with the offense. But the team overall, to me, did well. So you know how I do it. Talk about the offense, defense, and special teams, and coaching. So we're going to get into it with the offense. Offense today. I like what I saw with Derek Carr. I like what I saw with the offense today. The things that I really was happy about with this offense today is Derek Carr was finally, that I seen, settle his feet, number 1. 2, was going through his progressions when he was, going through the passing today. So, what that right there to me is important, y'all. And the reason I say that's important is because that tells me he's starting to know where everybody is. Now, he didn't do it all the time. He still did the quick checkouts, but what he did on those checkdowns is he threw the checkdowns based upon the fact of getting the ball out due to the fact of the offensive line. Now, Brandon Parker, once again, had a horrible game to me, once again, but he gave up 2 more sacks today. So, I'm not going to really get on him because, looking at him and going back and looking at film on him, he was a left tackle. So now this is his first time ever playing right tackle. So I kind of want to give him a break on the whole deal and what's going down with him. So in due time, with another off season headed up with us, hey, you never know how that may solidify our right tackle. So he's still got some learning to do. Colton Miller did very, very well today. Didn't get beat too many times. Got some pressures, but he didn't give up a sack. So the offensive line, I say, they did really well today by only giving up 2 sacks. So you got to get, like I said, you got 2 rookie left tackles on your line. And to only give up 2 sacks, not saying the Chiefs defense is like this mighty defense, but to give up 2 sacks in today's game is very, very phenomenal in my book. So the wide receiver was great, even more great to see Jordy Nelson, get in the game with, I think he had 9 catches in today's game. And you had Jared Cook coming out there. And you had some Seth Roberts out there as well. And Aikman, oh my God, he's going to be something special to me. Great to see him get his first touchdown today. That was phenomenal. I'm so happy for him. He almost had 2. And to me, I think on one of those plays, with the defender over him, they should kind of make a rule where, if I'm not mistaken, if you can get a foot in and a leg down, that's 2 body parts. But I could be wrong. I thought he got both his leg and the foot down, although it was only 1. But, you got to have both feet in. I get it. But he still almost did a miraculous catch there to get that touchdown, to get his first there. But he did still end up getting his first touchdown. Now, what I'm upset about was on the offensive side was the running backs. Both Doug Martin, Jalen Richard, and DeAndre Washington all fumbled today in the Chiefs' territory over the 50-yard line. So if you just get one of those plays right there where, you get one of them is being held, this is a total different game, y'all. A total different game. So it's like I said in my last video. Like if I went back and looked at that Baltimore Ravens game and you take away the defensive touchdown and you take away the special teams punt return for a touchdown, it's a different ball game. It's a 2017 game. So in this right here, you know, we didn't get blown out like everybody thought. All the naysayers out there that was saying how we were going to get our ass blown out. You know, how many touchdowns? No, don't get me wrong. Mahomes did throw 4 touchdown passes against us. But the fact of the matter of it is a lot of those touchdown passes that he did do, he had a short field in getting some of those touchdowns. Consider that we fumbled the ball by our 3 running backs. So those 3 turnovers, what I had wanted to see in my keys to victory, I did not want to see the turnovers. I wanted to see the defense get the turnovers, which they did. But, you know, we're going to get to that in a minute on defense. So those are the things on the offensive side of the ball. What I saw today looked very well, looked very promising for next season. Now, I'm not saying next season they're going to go 12-4 like they did in 2016. What I'm just saying is I'm looking at this team today, and what I saw on that offensive side of the ball is I see people who want to be on this team and they want to play and they want to turn this thing around. So that's offense. Defense. Now, I'm okay with you guys on defense giving up the 40 due to the fact that 3 fumbles and a halftime touchdown. Think about that. 3 fumbles and a touchdown. They scored on all 3 of our turnovers, and they scored right before the half. That hurt just as well. If you don't allow them to score before halftime, you're talking about just on that play alone right there on defense. If you don't allow them to score at halftime, right before halftime, you have a tie ball game right now, and we're more than likely looking at going into overtime. So the other side, what I saw was we were getting the push. I'm upset with Brown. I'm upset with Hall. And I'm upset with Key today on the defensive line. I'm upset with those guys because they kept slipping and falling. I know Jelly Ellis was back in the game, but, you know, they're trying to wean him back. You know, they're not trying to just force him in there and put him in there and see what's going on. But defensive line-wise, there was 2 things I didn't like. I didn't like the fact that when it was on some 3rd down plays, oh, my God. There was some 3rd down plays, they were rushing only 3 players, and I could not understand. And that's when Mahomes would easily get out and run and get some yardage. So those plays I didn't understand. Tahir Whitehead, you had an interception in your hands. To me, you should have knocked that ball up in the air, and it could have been at least a tip drill where I believe it would have been a great turnover, pivotal at that point right there. I'm not getting on you. There were some plays that you still getting tied up with offensive linemen. That's what gets me angry about you. So I'm hoping in this offseason, you know, he'll work on that to get himself in better position to get off the offensive lineman blocks. Morrow played an excellent game today. So happy to see that, you know, because he was around the ball, made plays. So the first play of the game, you know, on defense, the defense gets the ball and make Kelsey, you know, turn the ball over. Tahir Whitehead, I mean, that was phenomenal. So like I'm saying, like on defense, this team is starting to come together as well. It's like right now, although it's toward the end of the season, everybody is getting it. So it was great to see that the D, you know, like held in there and kept the Kansas City Chiefs, got the 3 and outs they needed, but didn't stop the Chiefs in the end. Because Nick Nelson, I'm going to give you a break on this one right now. On that switch to allow Kansas City to get that touchdown to Conley, you and Rashad Melvin should have been speaking to each other much better on that play on the switch. Because somebody should have just went around and not follow, both of y'all follow the same guy and allow that man to be wide open for them to, get to their 40th point on that. So, like I said, man, that's what I saw today on defense. I see them playing hard. I see Hurst out there playing hard. I seen Morrow playing hard today. The other part I don't like was why it's two plays that I also didn't like on defense. And that was when Gilchrist Gilchrist got beat on one play, and what's his name? Worley. When Worley gave up that first touchdown to Kelsey, like I said, my key to the victory was stopping Kelsey, because I knew Kelsey was going to be a big part of the game because with Kareem Hunt not being in the game. So we got to find something to be able to come through with that, come in the final game of the season. Now, they might be solidified and, may not really play their people, and then just might already be, just ready to go for the playoffs by the time we play them with the last game of the season. So all I'm saying is we got Denver one more time, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, and Kansas City. So those are the games that I think we got remaining right now. So like I said, to me, y'all, this team looked great today. I know we lost, but what I am seeing is giving me hope that I'm starting to kind of see Gruden's plan. And you come next season. Now, they're going to coaching now. Special teams don't even need to go over on special teams. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just so excited. But special teams, there's no need. The field goals were made. Hell, if Harris would have been looking right and not try to dodge the ball, they would have got the onside kick as well. If Harris would have just grabbed the ball as opposed to trying to not touch it because he's trying to make sure it goes past 10 yards, they could have got that onside kick. So I believe we found our kicker. Townsend got to go. Y'all got to find a new punter. Plain and simple. New punter. He got to go. You got to go. So those are my things I'm going to say in there. But overall, in this game, I'm super duper extra proud that this team is young. And we got 10 years with Gruden, wherever how many years with Gruden as coach. And I'm hoping that this is the beginning of the true form of a new Raider era going forward from this point, 2018 and forward. Because like I said, going into your own home, the Raiders will have their own stadium. They'll have their own persona. They'll have their own everything now. Not being in the Bay Area, not being the second team in the Bay Area, not being the fourth best team. Even though we got the best crowd, we got the best fans in all of football, but the Raiders are the laughing stock of the league. So I just want to tell you guys, like I said, this was a phenomenal game to me. Seeing them almost come away with a victory in this game against the Chiefs, who were, coming in highly favored. And you got to remember, Andy Reid is like 16 and 2 coming out of the bye week. Normally kicks our ass after coming out of a bye week. But for the team to play like this, if we can minimize the turnovers and minimize some of the miscues on defense here and there, this game would have been ours. So right now, as it goes, I think we're sitting number 2 in the draft pick, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta take a look. And I'm really going to focus on the draft this year because I just want to see certain things that defensively, that the Raiders just go straight defense and not all defense, but at least if you keep your picks in the first round the way they are, at least go defense the first 2 picks, and then the third one you go offense, and then from that point forward you go offense and start to mix it up more. But I think we do got a great nucleus, you guys. I just really do. I mean, Hurst had me juiced when they stopped him. Kansas City. Almost had them to keep them to a field goal where the game, you know, would have been totally different had they, instead of giving up that touchdown to Conley, if they would have held him there and kept him to a field goal, this game would have been like so phenomenal to me. Like I said, I can't keep my happiness down from this, you guys. This was a phenomenal game, y'all, because y'all just don't understand how many times I was reading articles of how big is the victory going to be on the Raiders, on the Chiefs, and this and that and the other. So this your boy G_Money Raiders, aka Galen, coming to you with another edition of My Take, where our Oakland Raiders lose today 40-33 to the Kansas City Chiefs. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that bell button to let you know when I'm going to put up videos. So, you know, we're heading toward that point of the season where, you know, we got more and more to be talking about, y'all. And where we're going to be in the draft-wise, what number pick we're going to be, all right? Peace out, Raider Nation. Love you guys. Love all my subs. Thanks for watching.